Count to 120. Cross each decade. Keep the pattern.
In the dappled autumn light of the acorn grove, Pip the red squirrel is busy preparing her winter store. Watching quietly from the moss is the wise Math Sheba, a calm guide who knows the method for keeping track of every single nut. The method relies on one simple rule: counting never has to start over. Whether you have 2 acorns or 100, each new number is exactly one value higher than the number before it. Pip has already done the hard work of burying a long row of acorns. We know there are exactly 47 in the ground. Now she scampers over with 3 more in her cheeks to add to the row. When faced with a big pile, it is tempting to point at the very first acorn and recount everything starting from 1. But because we already know we have 47, we can trust that starting number and just count forward. Here is Pip's acorn row. Watch as she drops the first new acorn into the dirt. We hold 47 in our minds and say the next number, 48. She drops the next one, counting 49. The third falls, making 50. By trusting our initial count and counting on, we save time and avoid losing our place. A pile of 47 and a loose group of 3 becomes a solid 50 simply by moving forward one by one. As autumn goes on, Pip's store grows. To stay organized, she presses her acorns into tightly packed caches of 10, leaving a small number of loose acorns scattered nearby in the moss. This diagram shows Pip's full caches. Counting one by one takes all day. Instead, we count by tens: 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. We reach 60 with 4 loose acorns left, switching to singles: 61, 62, 63, 64. The store is 64, 6 tens, 4 ones. Shifting from the fast rhythm of tens to the single steps of ones requires focus. You have to break the pattern of the tens and actively control your count to accurately record these mixed amounts. Pip now moves her work to the base of the great oak. She has stacked full caches of 10 acorns vertically, right up the trunk. This diagram tracks her vertical stacks. 10 distinct groups of 10 equal exactly 100. Adding her next cache of 10, we step up to 110. One final cache brings her total winter store to 120. The boundary at 100 can feel like a stopping point, but it is an illusion. The structural rules of place value mean that one more 10 will always seamlessly follow the pattern you already know. Let's apply this without the visual guides. Imagine Pip has an established count of 78 acorns buried near the roots, and she intends to add 2 more. Take a moment to calculate the final number. Remember to trust the starting count of 78, and step up by exactly 1 for each new acorn. Starting at 78, the next single step is 79, and the second step takes us over the tens boundary to 80. Applying both the count-on strategy and the rules for tens and ones guarantees an accurate total. This diagram aligns our 3 key quantities, 50, 64, and 120. Each written numeral represents the physical piles we tracked. Start anywhere to count on, group by tens, and continue the pattern upwards. The wise Math Sheba watches Pip tamp down her final cache, curls his tail, and trots off through the fallen leaves. Mastering these rules up to 120 establishes the exact logic required to count to 1,000 and beyond.
99, then 100. Tens keep growing. Counting stays ordered.